Washing with a twin tub is a 2-hour ritual, taking over the entire kitchen. In the 21st century, the kitchen is often the social hub of the home. But in the 1970s, it was a no-frills centre for domestic labour.
Smells not right now. It smells like there's an electrical smell, as though the motor's about to eject to life, and I've turned it off. I'm not very happy to be using it with that smell.
Georgie's finding the kitchen full of trials. Even cooking tonight's dessert is perilous. Domestic microwave ovens weren't launched until 1974, so to cook a pudding in half the time meant boiling it under pressure at over 250 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's the first time I've ever used a pressure cooker, and this is where you really wish you'd got a microwave.
By the time the children returned from school, Georgie's spent the whole day in the kitchen. Homework without computers is their idea of a chore. Adam's also home.
Hello,
Hi, darling.
Slippers are upstairs.
Yes.
And he's seeing danger all over the house.
It's just that whole kind of kitchen setup just gives me horrors, especially with a little one around. The kettle's dangerous. This is dangerous because of its edges. The fire's dangerous. Anything around the cooker is dangerous.
Pressure cooker or microwave, no competition. It's so scary. How can people cook with this on a regular basis and not have serious stress problems? I think it might be like a bomb. I think if we open it now, it might just go...
I really liked everybody being busy when we came home, rather than just being kind of lounging around or watching telly or, you know, that kind of thing.
Like the fact that all the meals where everybody's been in the house, we've sat down and eaten as a family. And I like kind of the business around the cooking in the kitchen, and that everyone's been sort of around and chilled.
Now, time for the pressure cooker pudding.
Oh, it looks disgusting. Who would have thought that anything could survive what was going on inside that pressure cooker and come out looking even a tiny bit edible? What's it taste like?
It's really nice.
Oh, God, does that mean we might have to make it again?
After dinner, there's another delivery on the doorstep.
There's no nothing in here. There's nobody there. Oh, look, we've got another parcel. Woo! We got another parcel.
With 35mm cameras, the technical support team have sent the family a note.
In the 1970s, families would turn their pictures into slides. We suggest that you host a slideshow evening at the end of the decade.
The tech team want the family to use the cameras to document their time in the 1970s and then put on a slideshow for their friends and neighbours.
Kind of a joke in the 70s was people boring other people with their slideshows.
For music, the family now depend on a true relic of the analogue age, the radiogram, in mahogany and in mono.
I use my MP3 player a lot. I use it in the car on the way to work, on the way home from work. I use it when I get home to put some music on. So there's always noise going on in our house. Oh, we go. Groovy is that?
Another piece of technology that doesn't quite live up to Adam's nostalgic expectations.
Oh, I don't think I would crave one of these in my sitting room right now.
But he won't have to wait long for progress.
If you've got a space so big by so big, you've got room for a music centre with a full-size auto-change.
In the early 70s, the Stereo Music Centre arrived in Britain. Its futuristic Japanese design broke free of the radiogram's fuddy-duddy British image. No longer did it attempt to hide its knobs and dials behind mock mahogany doors. Technology was coming out of the closet. Tom from the technical support team is on a mission to find one for the family.
And as we know, the dad is a big music nut, so I'm going to get a music centre with a compact cassette.
The key innovation of the music centre was the cassette deck, the magical component that changed how we listen to music. For the first time, the average consumer could actually record as well as play records. But Tom's struggling to find one in working order. Considered trashy by hi-fi buffs, few 70s music centres survive.
On eBay, I've just typed in 1970. Try and narrow my search because it was coming up with a load of modern tosh. This one wasn't on before. Hey, this is perfect, this is perfect. This is in Oakhampton, in Devon. This music centre was class leading in its day. As far as I'm aware, everything works. Comes with original Sony speakers. I've used a turntable and radio recently, so I know they are okay, but cannot guarantee the function of the cassette player. Cannot guarantee the function of the cassette player. Everything worked a minute ago. This is perfect. There's a photo of it there, and this is exactly what I need.
Once Tom's got the music centre back to his workshop, he still has to coax the aged cassette recorder back to life.
Hey, a counterfeit. Reset. Lovely. Is anyone's guess whether this is going to work?
The cassette format was originally designed for dictation, so quality wasn't important. But its compact size meant it was also ideal for music.
Hey, it's working.
Now you could slip an entire album into your pocket.
We're off. We can give the family a fully working system.
Look, it's got a tape deck and everything. Wow, what a change. How brilliant.
The tech team have asked Adam to use the new music centre to create a mixtape for their end-of-decade slideshow.
I mean, this is a leap in technology from this thing, but, you know, even now you just think,
To help with the mixtape, the tech team have sent music writer and former NME journalist David Quantick.
Hello, I'm David. Hamish, nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Nice to meet you, David.
At their peak, over 83 million blank cassette tapes were sold each year in the UK. Now, with music downloads, they're virtually extinct, and so is the art of creating a mixtape.
It became a way of talking to people if you wanted to impress girls particularly. Or impressing your friends. With Roxy Music is a great one to impress your friends. The Roxy Music album track says, I'm sophisticated, I smoke, I drink Campari, I'm stylish. Of course, the signal it also sends out is you have no life. So it's a fine balance. We're in the heat of the moment here. We're creating art. Right. You can tell the gaps between the songs because you can see them. I mean, you have to be a bit of a marksman, really, to do this. It is to find the exact point. Right, now you've got to take the risk, you've got to jump in, just lower it. Another way to do it is just trial and error, because it is only a piece of plastic in the end. That's great. So once it's in the groove, you might as well just go for it.
Now.
Now. Right.
No, it's fine, you did well.
No, you didn't do too badly.
That's what I would have done.
It's all a bit like a Japanese tea ceremony. It's all ritual, and knowing when to go in and when to come out. You put an iPod in a dock and play it through computer speakers, it's just not the same as putting a needle on a piece of plastic. Crunch. It's dirty, you know, it's nasty. How long have you got till your slideshow?
We're going to have to delay it.
Here as I sit at this empty cafe.
13-year-old Hamish, who had never played a record until today, is impressed.
When you go and buy a record, you go and buy it and it's actually like a thing that you can hold and you can see and you can feel. Whereas if you download something that's like you can't touch it, it's like there but you can't touch it. And I think I prefer being able to hold the thing and say, look, here it is.
It's 1973.
Something tells me something's gonna happen tonight.
Outside the home, Britain was far from harmonious as industrial unrest escalated. Ted Heath was trying to cap pay rises, so the miners were working to rule. All this at a time when ever more domestic technology meant an increasing demand for electricity. As coal supplies ran low, Britain struggled to cope.
we do reckon that we can match Master Noakes' amazing speed.
To give the family an authentic evening in 1973, the tech team have a surprise for them.
5, 2, 5. And multiply that by 12, we go...
Where are the torches?
Stay where you are, I'll find some.
Sit down, please. Sit down. Don't, because they could knock anything over. It could be dangerous. Wait for Adam to get the torch.
Give one to Mum.
Darling, there's some candles in the cupboard. How long do you think it's going to last?
Georgie calls the tech team.
Have you got any power cut advice for us?